No one but the class president wants to do homework. The teacher is interfering with his wife's cooking in the meantime. Masahiro doesn't want to kiss while his friends are around, so Kusuk dragged him into the car and took away. They arrived at the motel. The guy was shocked that his teacher dragged him there, but the man said he wouldn't do anything. They lay in bed together. Kusuk was happy to be lying in the arms of his lover like this. Filled with happiness, they both fell asleep. They slept until the morning and Masahiro was worried about what others would think. At school, Kusuk was discussing student counseling with a colleague. The woman said that the principal would call him soon. Friends at the time asked where Masahiro had been missing with Kusuk all night. The boy said they were at a restaurant. Mitsuru advised him to be careful not to let others know about their relationship, because then the teacher would be fired. Masahiro was alarmed by his words. At that moment, Kusuk came into the classroom and said that someone had found out about them. It was the man's friends, the detective and Asaya's sister. They are married. The woman said that Kusuk is doing wrong and should be arrested. Masahiro is just a victim, so he has nothing to worry about. He just needs to testify, and then maybe it won't be so bad. Masahiro tried to justify the teacher, and as it turned out, it was just a test. Friends praised the guy. They're just worried about Kusuk. Masahiro became even more anxious and ran away. The detective told the teacher to take care of the guy. One of the teachers also noticed that Kusuk and Masahiro are close. She admires the man's ability to find common ground with students. Kusuk decided to check on the boy. Masahiro stayed up all night. The teacher called and asked to reschedule the counseling for tomorrow. He couldn't turn a blind eye to the fact that his wife wasn't feeling well. In the car, he asked him what was wrong, but the guy wouldn't say anything. Kusuk brought him to a place with a beautiful view and offered to come here together when there was a meteor shower. Masahiro continued to remain silent. When the teacher tried to take his hand, the boy pushed him away. He was in his school uniform and was afraid they would get in trouble. Kusuk said he doesn't care about work and only cares about Masahiro, but the guy wouldn't forgive himself if the man got fired. He ran away. Kusuk is hurt by what happened. He already knows he could lose everything because of his relationship with the student. The bartender said that the man is really careless, wants to keep the guy to himself, but at the same time show off. Kusuk was angered by his words. Masahiro's mom was waiting for him at home, but he silently went to his room and shut the door. He is very sorry for everything. He loves the teacher very much. Mitsuru saw Kusuk walk into the principal's office. He and Asaya heard the man being told that his job as a temporary teacher was over. The guys immediately told the others about what they heard. They figured that the principal had found out about the teacher's relationship with the student. Masahiro didn't show up today. He couldn't figure out what to do with his feelings. His friends had written to him about the situation. What he was most afraid of had happened, and it was all because of him. Kensuk saw him running to school, ran to him and dragged to a quiet place. Masahiro was on his way to the principal's office and wanted to leave the school hoping that it would save the teacher. But Kensuk explained that they had it all wrong and Kusuk had just been promoted to permanent teacher. Kensuk offered to throw a surprise party for him, and they agreed to discuss it at Asaya's house. Masahiro wanted to be happy, but couldn't. His friends noticed that he was late. When he arrived, he looked sad. Masahiro is now even more worried since Kusuk is now a full-time teacher, and he doesn't want the man to lose the job. Asaya told the guy to talk to the teacher about it. Masahiro said that doesn't want to drag the man down with his stupid problems. Asaya asked what he would do if Kusuk suggested breaking up. Masahiro said he would agree. Asaya said the guy is just used to having decisions made for him. Masahiro got upset and left. Kusuk wanted to please the guy with the news of promotion, but realized that he would make him worse. The detective didn't understand why the man looked sad, even though his dream of becoming a teacher had come true. He realized it was because of the guy, but Kusuk had always been optimistic before. At a stoplight, the man got out of car and went somewhere. They missed each other. Masahiro ran over to the bar where Kusuk usually hangs out. The guy told the bartender about his worries. The man said that Masahiro had attracted the teacher with his eyes begging for help, as he could never pass by the suffering and helpless. But now he was no longer a hero, as he was only hurting the boy. Masahiro asked what to do and the bartender told him it would be better to break up. The guy ran outside. Kensuke told his brother about his fight with Masahiro. Kusuke felt guilty. Masahiro was still walking in the rain and called him. He congratulated him on his promotion and told him to move forward and thanked him for everything. Kusuke asked if this was the end and the guy threw the phone away. Masahiro has been out all night. He has to get used to life without a teacher. He met brother's mom on the street and she suggested that they go shopping together. He didn't know what to say and Kensuke told her that they needed to talk in private. He apologized for yesterday and offered to continue talking about the surprise. Masahiro said they had broken up and left. Kusuke left a letter for him. After that he found the guy and asked how long he wanted to break up. Masahiro was silent and the teacher suggested that they go out together to buy food for the cat. Kusuke had no idea what kind of food to buy. Masahiro always did that. The man offered him to look at the pets, but the guy said he would wait outside. It was hard for him because of the good memories. Kusuke said that couldn't let him go, and that yesterday he wanted to ask if this was the end of meaningless breakup talk, not the end of the relationship. He asked if the guy was really ready to break up and offered to talk about it tomorrow during stargazing. Masahiro has already made up his mind. He doesn't want to suffer anymore because of this relationship. The guy woke up only in the evening. His mom said that he cried in his sleep and that he got a letter. Masahiro wanted to throw it away, but decided to read it. The contents of the letter made him cry. Kusuke told how he always wanted to make his boyfriend feel good and couldn't imagine life without him. The stargazing began. Masahiro prayed to the stars to let him see his teacher one more time. Asaya wished to always be together with Kensuke. When Masahiro arrived, the stargazing was over, but the teacher was waiting for him. The boy said he loves him and doesn't want to break up again. They both started crying and kissed. Kusuke is neither hero nor villain. He was just born a little early. He gave the guy a ring. Things are finally getting better.